He's leaving. He is gone. He is actually leaving. I cannot believe this. I did not expect this to happen any time soon, let alone when I woke up in the morning to hear the news that LeBron James was finally taking his talents outside the fuck of LA. There is a God. There is a God. Lord, forgive me for doubting you. It has been 8 years. 8 years having to deal with this guy on my beloved Los Angeles Lakers. And now, finally, we have been set free of all the nonsense, all the drama, all the excuses, all the moving coaches, all the moving players. We can finally move on and build towards a brighter future. Have continuity. I am absolutely floored by this news. I am absolutely stunned. I cannot believe this day has finally came. I remember the day like it was yesterday when LeBron James signed with the Lakers. I was living in the DMV area at the time. If you don't know what that is, DC, Maryland, Virginia. I was at a Mexican restaurant having a good old meal when the news dropped that LeBron James is signing with the Los Angeles Lakers. And let me tell you, I'll tell you right here, right now, those storm clouds came out of nowhere. We can finally move on, dude. It is... I'm not going to sit here and talk about a review what his tenure with the Lakers looked like. Was it a success? Was it a failure? Was the one bubble championship in the 8 years enough to call it, a true success, a great... you know what? I don't give a damn. I don't care. We had a lot of losing seasons. Missed the playoffs some years. All that stuff. But you know what? I'm not getting into that. The hell with it. It's behind me. I'm done. I don't care. I'm looking forward, baby. Keeping this guy on the team would have been a huge mistake. How can we draft Luka Doncic somewhere in his prime, but continue to dump so much money into LeBron James, who is still a really good player, but he's I'm not going to say well into his 40s, but he's in his early 40s, and you're dumping so much money into him instead of putting the actual pieces around Luka that he needs, since he is now your star player, your number one option, the guy you're moving forward with, and then getting quality players, not superstar players, quality players that are going to require some money, but money that we don't have as long as you keep LeBron James on the books. Listen, Luka Doncic will never be a good defensive player. I told people that before he lost the weight, and I told people that after he lost the weight. Luka Doncic is not going to change on defense. There's a difference between not wanting to play, and Luka does not want to play defense. So, if that's how it's going to be, and that's a knock on him, I'm not giving him an excuse, but that's definitely a knock on him as a player. But if that's how it's going to be, then as a GM, you have to put the pieces around him. 3-and-D players, defensive players, lob threats. But you need the money to get some quality players that can hold that position down. And we were not going to be able to do that with LeBron James on the team. Thank God we can finally move forward and focus on the future and building a championship roster around Luka. No conflicts of interest, no redundant skill sets, a fully functional team. And you still had yahoos on ESPN, like Kendrick Perkins, still saying things like, this is still LeBron's team. This is LeBron. As long as you got LeBron James on the team, you got to build around him. LeBron ain't going nowhere. That's the type of shit these guys were saying. Crazy. And let me tell you what, Jeannie Buss has no goddamn balls. She doesn't. She does not have the kahunas to do what needs to be done, to do what she wants to do. They have spoiled LeBron James his whole tenure. They have gave him everything he wanted. They have bent over backwards for him time and time and time again on various levels. And rumors were coming out that the Lakers wanted to move away from LeBron James, but Jeannie Buss did not have the balls to actually do it. Because she didn't execute this. She didn't initiate this. LeBron James initiated this. He went to the Lakers organization and told them he won't be returning. She didn't have the kahunas to do that. She needs to get the hell up out of this organization. If you do not have the brass to do what needs to be done, what you feel is necessary to move the team forward in the right direction, because you're scared of LeBron James or whatever the case may be, regardless. I don't give a damn. You don't need to be in this position. If you don't want said player here, you need to tell said player we're moving on without you. She ain't built like that. She has no business in the position that she's in. That'll never happen. Boy, do I miss the late, great Buss. Dr. Buss. Finally, man. I didn't know when this day was ever coming. I didn't. But I thought for sure he'd be back on the Lakers for at least another 1 or 2 years. But I am just ecstatic. I just feel like we can breathe now. I feel like the handcuffs are off. The chains have been released. The Lakers can finally move forward instead of being stuck in mud. And honestly, I wouldn't even care if Austin Reeves left. I wouldn't. After what I've seen from him, the type of playoff player he seems to be over the last 2 seasons, I'm not sold on AR. I'd give a damn if he averaged 28, 29 in the regular season. If he keep, flopping, dropping duds in the playoffs, I don't give a damn. So Austin Reeves, you're on the clock, buddy. I know you just signed your big contract, blah, 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 but I'm watching you. I'm watching you. I don't give a damn what you do in the regular season. I'm watching you come playoff time. Because if you can't at least be the person you were in the regular season at a minimum, you have got to go. That is not going to work here in Laker land. But he's gone. He is gone. He is gone. He is gone. Out of the Laker organization. Finally. Oh, man. You guys have... Oh, boy. Oh, man. It really feels like a brand new day. It feels like a brand new horizon. A new chapter. We are here. LeBron, thank you, but no thank you. Get the hell up out of Tinseltown. Go back to Cleveland. I don't give a damn where you go. You want to go build another super team? Do it. Outside of the Lakers, go ahead. Do what you want to do. I don't give a damn. Build your super team. Go to the Warriors. Go back to Cleveland. Go to Miami. Ride on Giannis's back. Whatever you want to do. Be gone. Be gone. Like Glinda said. And Wizard of Oz. Be gone. You have no power here. Come on, man. You ain't got no power here no more. And it's funny. He would mention that he's out after Bronny's contract became guaranteed. He would make sure his son is solidified. But you know what? If the Lakers were smart, they'd cut his ass and just pay him the money on the contract. Absorb that contract, pay it, and cut his ass. That's what I would do. Or leave his ass in the G League. But I tell you what, now that LeBron's gone, Bronny ain't going to be around too much longer after that contract up. I can't expect the Lakers to re-sign him after that contract's up. They were only keeping him around for you know who. We ain't got to deal with that shit anymore. Let me tell you. having watched Kobe Bryant his whole career and the standard he held himself to, he held his teammates to, he held the organization to, his mentality, his drive, his personality, and then going from that to LeBron James, it's a totally different mindset. It is a totally different mindset, and it isn't the type of mindset that I will co-sign for. I'll say that. So LeBron James definitely isn't my style. When it comes to that alpha on the team that I want, when it comes to that leader on the team I want, you ask 1,000 people, 900 to tell you that LeBron's the better leader. I'm sure they will, just because Kobe was an asshole. He was stubborn. He held you to a standard. He'll get in your face. He'll be 100% honest with you, no fake shit. And that rubs a lot of people the wrong way. And they'll say, well, that's a bad leader. Well, it depends on the people that are willing to follow. If they know what this guy is striving for, what his goals are, what he's trying to achieve. If you are trying to achieve the same things, then you can understand Kobe and you can ride with him. But if you are not trying to do what he's trying to do, as far as winning a championship and be the best player that you can be, sacrifice anything and everything to achieve a championship, to better yourself and better the team. If you are not willing to do that, then Kobe's not going to see eye to eye with you. But I would rather have that type of leadership than this dumb shit LeBron James. All this fake stuff, this smile in your face, stab you in your back type stuff. Being an active player, drinking wine on the bench or whatever the hell he was doing. Also being an active player, not being on the bench, but being in the skybox with Magic Johnson and Kobe Bryant during the game. These types of things. I don't like. This is not my style. So you know what? Get the hell up out of here. Too much loosey-goosey goofy. Loosey-goosey goofy. And that's saying a lot because LeBron hasn't been as loosey-goosey goofy as he was early in his career. I will give him that much. It's going to be so much more fun now watching Laker games. And Luka, buddy, you're on the hot seat. You absolutely are. You're supposed to be one of the best players in the league. I'm holding you to that standard. And I already think lesser of you than most people think because I know you're a defensive liability. And it's because you don't even have the effort. So, like I said, you're on the hot seat. You better hope, you better pray that the Laker organization do what they need to do and they get the right pieces around you to cover up, all your blemishes, Luka. Because you are definitely going to need it. Anything less than a championship is a failure, Luka Doncic. You better believe it. If you are that guy, if you are that top 3, top 4, whatever, top 5, wherever you put Luka, if you are that guy, you got to show me you're that guy. Show me. I don't give a damn how many points, rebounds, assists, how many triple doubles, this guy gets. You at the end of his career, you might compare his numbers. So let's just say Kobe's numbers. And it's like, wow, more rebounds, more assists, maybe more points for a career average. But the man never played a lick of defense. And he played in a much easier era. So no, but damn what those numbers say. He doesn't hold a candlestick to Kobe Bryant. Not even close. Let's talk about impact. All those numbers are cute in this era of inflation, but how does it impact the team, the game, the opposition? These are the things I'm looking at. Let's go. I'm excited for next season. I'm excited for what this future holds. Management is going to have to do a good job. The players are going to have to do a great job. Everybody is going to need to do their job for us to pull this together, pull this out, and bring championship glory back to Los Angeles. That's all I got to say for right now. If I have more on my mind, I'll talk about it later. I know there's been a lot of things going on in the NBA lately. I've been super busy, but trust me, here soon I'm going to touch on my opinions on the LaMelo Ball, the Timberwolves thing, the Giannis to Miami, all that stuff. I got opinions on that. Like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell, stay notified, and I'll catch you on the next one. We out, baby.
Goodbye, so soon. a crime. We know by now that time knows how to fly. So here's goodbye, so soon you'll find your separate way. With time so short, I'll say so long and go so soon. Goodbye. You followed me, I followed you. We were like each other's shadows for a while. Now as you see, this game is through, so although it hurts, I'll try to smile as I say goodbye so soon. And isn't this a crime? We know by now the time knows how to fly. So here's goodbye so soon you'll find your separate way. With time so short, I'll say so long and go so soon. Goodbye. Goodbye so soon, and isn't this a crime? We know by now that time knows how to fly. So here's goodbye so soon. Find your separate way. Time so short, I'll say so long and go so soon. Goodbye. You followed me, I followed you. We were like each other's shadows for a while. Now as you see, this game is through, so although it hurts, I'll try to smile as I say goodbye so soon. And isn't this a crime? We know by now that time knows how to fly. So here's goodbye so soon you'll find your separate way. With time so short, I'll say so long